guys, welcome back to another episode of Pages of Chelsea. I am your girl Chelsea, and today we're gonna do day 10 of Bookmas. Y'all, it has already been a morning today. I have so much to get done today, and it's us. It was just, yeah. Anyway, let's do a happy video. So today it's gonna be book 10, as I did say. See, I'm already tired, y'all. The day just got started. So let's go ahead and pick a book. Okay. Okay. Only for this week. I was waiting for this book. Okay, let's get into it. All right, guys, I'm excited about this book, and let me tell you why. This was my favorite read of 2024. This had my book boyfriend of 2024. This was my book, and I enjoyed this book so much that I went and found the author on Instagram, because at that point I didn't have a TikTok, and I wrote in her comments under her last post. It actually did have something to do with Only for the Week, but I didn't care if it did or didn't, because I let her know this book was amazing, and I read it in one day. And when I say one day, y'all, I don't mean like I finished it at like 11 o'clock or midnight. I mean, I finished this during business hours. Don't ask me how I do it. That's none of your business. Okay? But I did it. I recommend this book to everybody and anybody. Black, non-black, you like romance, you like a vacation scene. I recommend this book to everybody, okay? And this cover, I have the original cover, and then next you'll see the new cover, so you know how to go find it. But I love the original cover. I mean, the new cover is cute too, but the original is what really stole my heart. And honestly, I can't even remember how I came across Only for the Week. I don't know if it was a recommendation. I don't know if I just came across it from Kindle Unlimited. I don't really know, but all I know is that is my book. That is my book. I got my best friend to read it. I tried to get my mom to read it. My friend who actually finished Filthy Rich Vampires, I'm going to check to see if the new one is on Kindle Unlimited, because it dropped today. Then I'm gonna tell her to read that. Okay. I love that book. Like, that book had me like reading, y'all, doing this. Ooh. And my husband was like, "Girl, what is your problem? What are you over there doing to that Kindle?" And I was like, "Don't you worry your pretty little head about it." Y'all, I'm silly. But let's get into this story, okay? Actually, let's start off and tell you what I thought of this book. 5 stars across the board. Characters 5-star. Story 5-star. Scenery, location 5 stars. Adult spice. It wasn't okay. This wasn't the nastiest book I've ever read, but it had a lot of spice in it. Enough for me, and especially how it was spread out. And when you realize the time constraint that the book exists in, it was enough. So I personally would give it a 5-star, just because it fit within the story. It was appropriate. There was a scene. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't realize I was biting my lip. There was a scene where I was like, I need to go on vacation with my man. Y'all, I'm so bad. I was like, I need to go on vacation with my man. I need to go to Mexico. We need to go back to Mexico, because Miss Natasha Bishop. I'm just saying. Girl. Anyway, so I will give it 5 stars, because it fit within the story, and it was definitely, it has some spice to it, but it was also very sweet. So let's get into it. Maybe 1 second. Actually, while I'm looking this up, I want to tell you that I requested, because I'm married and it's really hard sometimes to buy gifts when you're married, because you know we're together all the time, we have money, yada yada. I'm still here. I requested the original copy of Only for the Week, the new copy, and I'll probably be getting the digital copy for my birthday. So I've got both physical copies. And I'll tell you why I got both physical copies. Just trying to focus, y'all. Let me quit moving. There we go. I'm trying to get these names together. Hold on. I should have looked this up. Oh, I have my iPad right. Y'all work smarter, not harder. Yes. So I have both of those. I'll probably get the audio version for my birthday because that's a month after Christmas. I'm not telling y'all my exact birthday. A month after Christmas. Okay, I typed in Only for the Week on my iPad and it pulled up the playlist, but we will talk about it. Let me go to the internet. Okay, well, I don't want to advertise on. Y'all, this is more complicated than it needs to be. Who's looking up this? Okay. Sometimes I swear I don't know who made my. Oh, it is not on Kindle Unlimited as of right now. Doesn't mean it won't be. Just as of right now, it is not. Janelle, thank you. Yes, that took 2 minutes, y'all. I need to be prepared, so I'm sorry. Janelle is our female main character. So basically, and I'm gonna try to give spoiler-free a review of this book, but I love this book so much. Like, this was my book of the year. Janelle, basically her sister is getting married, and so they go to Mexico a week before, or 2 weeks before. I think it's like 7 to 10 days before the wedding, because it's a destination wedding. So they go to make sure everything is good, make sure everything is set the way it is. They go to kind of like relax and have like a wedding party vacation before, which is a vibe, which is what I wanted to do when I got married. I wanted to do a vacation / wedding, but that didn't happen. I got married in Dallas. Nothing wrong with that. But when you're young, that sounds really sexy. So the whole wedding party is there. The bride, the groom, the groomsmen, and the bridesmaids. It's not a lot of people. It's like the bride and groom and like two or three bridesmaids, or 2 or 3 groomsmen. So it's not a big party. It's very intimate. The parents aren't there. It's literally just the wedding party. But the kicker is, and this is the part that brings you in, so listen closely. Janelle's sister is getting married to Janelle's ex-boyfriend. Yes, you heard me correctly. Janelle's sister is getting married to Janelle's ex-boyfriend. They didn't work out. They realized they weren't for each other. A few months later, her sister started dating her ex-boyfriend, and now they're getting married. And I have my own feelings about that, but I'm gonna let you read the book first, because it definitely evolved as I got more information. But at this point, Janelle is okay with it, because she's like, Arnold was not for me. Like, it was fun, but he ain't for me. So sure, she tells everybody it's cool. It's a little weird, but you know, if they are for each other, they're for each other, which is very big sister-ish, very older child, very you know, people pleasing, you know. But hey, she said she cool with it. So her sister is very, almost a bridezilla. No, I would call her a bridezilla. She's very stressful. So Janelle decides, ooh, Arnold's groomsman Rome is looking fine. He's a chocolate man, tall, got some money, like successful in his career, because Janelle's an OB. She's an OB, so she got her own money. But she was like, cool, how about while we're here before the wedding starts, we kind of enjoy each other's company in the hotel room, but no one needs to know because I don't want it to be an issue. And because he's always looked at her, but she's been off limits because that's his best friend's ex-girlfriend. Like, even though he's married her sister, but I'm like, whatever. So off limits. So they're like, cool. So they do this whole it's not really romantic. It really starts as an FWB, friends with benefits kind of situation. Like, hey, when we with the group, we just cool. We just best man and maid of honor. That's what we're doing. But when we don't have to be with the group, I meet you in your room or you meet me in my room. And I'm like, you know what? Consenting adults in Mexico on a beachfront with villas. Y'all don't. Yeah. So, I'm like, cool. And for a couple of days, it works. And then he slowly realizes, like, this little arrangement they have is not gonna work. So then he started doing cutesy stuff, like realizing that she is stressed out and just doing adult activities it's not relieving as much stress as she needs. I mean, she's enjoying it, he's enjoying it, but he's like, you need a little bit more. So my favorite part is he rents a yacht. Everybody hear me? Sorry, I saw that in the camera. It bothers me. Fingers just shifted after I got pregnant. Everybody hear me? Does everybody hear me? Do you hear me? He rented a yacht so that she could read her Kindle. He told the group, hey, she's not feeling well today, so let's not do any group activities. Rented a yacht so she can read her Kindle, and then asked for I was like, hey girl, what you reading? And she told him. He was like, I want to read too. So then she pulls out her phone and gives her phone to him, or swatch or whatever. And they start reading the same series. Of course, he's different because, he's in a fire. But he takes interest in her hobbies. Okay, that was for me. I was like, what? I was like, okay, Rome, come through. Like, Rome is that dude. Okay. Rome is that dude. Had me rubbing his Kindle. Okay, I read this book in one day. Don't ask me how I did it. It's none of your business. And I read it during business, like not business hours, but like it wasn't like I started at 8 and finished at 11. Like I read it in like maybe 6 hours, 7, maybe 8, but like daytime. The sun was still up. The next thing I want to talk about this book, all I'm gonna say is the club scene. If you read this book, be prepared for that club scene. Okay? I ain't never done nothing like that in my life. But Natasha, I don't know if you ever see this. Girl. Also, the next thing that pushed this book over the edge for me, and I had never experienced a book like this, was a book with a playlist. You hear me? With a playlist. So if you like background noise while reading a book, this is the book for you. Okay? I don't know if the playlist is on the new book, but I actually created the playlist on my Apple Music because I needed this playlist with me at all times. And as individual songs, some of these are ones that I wouldn't listen to on a regular basis, or maybe not even at all. But as a whole, yeah. So I'm gonna tell you, the song Nasty by Xena, and I'll put it right here so you can see what the cover is. It's a good song. Okay, that's the song I was playing during the club scene. Xena, girl, I know you're French, but that's a good song right there. But you have like Beyonce, Victoria Monet, Khalid, Alicia Keys, Six Lack, Coco Jones, Wale, Justin Bieber, Kalane, Ombre, Queen and Six Lack, Lucky Day. Like the album, Babyface and Ari Lennox, like the album is very, very black, very R&B, very 90s meets 2020-ish. It's a very sexy playlist. Not overly sexy, but it's definitely a mood. And I was like, okay, girl. I never read a book with the playlist, but this one is right. But that Xena Nasty song, that might be responsible if I am not the baby. That's a lot of information, y'all. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. If you have any questions about this book, or if you've read this book and another scene really tickled your fancy, let me know. There is drama in this book. There is growth in this book. There is love in this book. There is friendships that hold you down in this book. There is second guessing decisions in this book. There is, and the fact that this book takes place over 2 weeks is wild to me. Is wild. 2 weeks at most. Because I just watched a live with her when she said 2 weeks was pretty much what this book took over. And it's so much jam-packed in there, but it's such a good book. I haven't seen anybody not like this book. Not saying I'm looking, but I haven't seen not a person not like this book. Another thing, today is release date for Natasha Bishop, since this book is now been traditionally released. So it'll be in stores. It's on Amazon. I just checked. This is not on Kindle Limited right now, but seeing how it just dropped, give it a little bit. But this would be a book that I would recommend for you to buy. I heard the audio version, Rome, is very deep voiced and very sexy, which my husband has a deep voice, so that I'm giving y'all a lot of information, a lot of unnecessary information, so I apologize. But yeah, so the audiobook is good. That one is not being redone, so it is on Audible, she said. Also, this book is going to be a series, so all of the friends are getting a book. We should expect book number 2 in 2025. That is all the information she dropped on the live that I saw last week. So it is the Falling series. So I'm guessing they're all falling for people. So yeah. Great series, great book. Oh, the reason I got the second book. I got the second book not because of the cover, because I really like the original cover. So I asked my husband when I found out that it was being switched to be like, hey, can you get this for me and just hold it for Christmas? Because I've already read the book, but I always knew I wanted a copy, but I kind of had to ask my request a little earlier since it was being pulled and there weren't going to be that many copies of it left. So I got that. But the reason I got the second book is because in the live last week with Talia on TikTok, she said that there was an additional 5 to 6 chapters in this book. Not changing the ending, but just giving more context and like the epilogue and lining up the next book, and that kind of thing. And I was just like, I need these chapters. I mean, I already had the bonus chapters because I got it from the end of the previous book. But she said there was more on top of that. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully he ordered my book today. I'm gonna go check that. I'm just gonna ask him if he bought it. I don't really want to see it. I just want to know if he bought it. And that was pretty much it. So we talked about it being a series. We talked about the new cover, the old cover. You've seen both by the end of this point. We talked about my favorite song from the playlist, which you've seen the cover of that. I cannot play it, but if you just look it up on Apple Music or Spotify, it's there. I think that's it. And Rome was my dude. Rome was my book boyfriend of 2024. I'm sorry. All right, this was a long video, longer, but like I said, this was my book of 2024. This book gets me excited every time. Anyone that asks for a recommendation, this is the book that I recommend. It is a Black romance, not an urban romance, but there's enough going in it that anyone can read it and be perfectly fine with it. You don't have to be Black. But it was done really well. Natasha, you have a fan for life here. Can't wait to read the rest of your series and other books that you have written. So yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up so I can give you guys back your day. Okay, I got stuff to do. I got a baby to feed. I got errands to run. I got to go. Okay, so thank you for hanging out on day 10 of Bookmas. I appreciate your support. If you're seeing this after Bookmas has ended, continue to watch the rest of the videos. There's 25 of those, and then we will do monthly TBRs and monthly wrap-ups starting in January 2025. Alrighty, bye guys. You enjoy the rest of your day.